Hello there. Welcome to the Path of Ecstasy. My name is Jason King. I'm here with Armand. Do you want to say hi?
Hey, my name is Armand, and hello and welcome to everybody looking at us and listening to us.
We are so excited to be offering this retreat for gay, bi, queer men in Grand Canaria in October. And we wanted to just introduce what you can expect on this retreat so you can learn a bit more about us, our experience, what we're bringing, and what this week will hold for you. So, I've been teaching Tantra since 2020 for men in Amsterdam and Berlin. And I actually met Armand on a training we did in sexological body work back in 2019 in the UK. And we had this beautiful connection. And Armand was the guy who really invited me into Tantra for the first time. So, I'm so grateful for this opportunity to be collaborating together. Armand, do you want to share a bit about kind of your journey with Tantra and what it's brought you?
Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, and it's oh wow, what a dream to have met up with you and to be working with you. Really special, and I really remember the days when we met. Yeah, my journey as in Tantra started in about 2017, and really it was about rediscovering myself. At that stage, there was always this conversation narrative around not being enough and being around gay men. And my first experience with Tantra was being on a retreat where the first time, like allowing myself to be vulnerable, to be seen just the way I was the turning point. And actually, being with men without a goal was the one thing that was really stuck by me. And being in my sexual energy and not having to do anything with it was really key in my journey. So yeah, in a nutshell, it gave me so much confidence, just the body wise. I've always had issues in my younger days about my body, but that self-acceptance and that just willingness to be open to what could happen um in relationship with other men was the sweet spot for me.
So beautiful. I know for me, uh, also my first experience of Tantra was on a retreat, a week-long retreat. And what was so profound for me was finally getting out of my head because I was constantly, having sex and just thinking the whole time and like thinking about what was happening or thinking about my partner or being very self aware. And then on this retreat, having these experiences of intimacy and touch and massage, where I finally had these tools to get out of my head and to get into my body. And it unlocked all of this sensation and pleasure and openness and connection with these other men that I had never experienced before. And it was so simple in a way, but it was also so profound what happens when we really learn how to connect.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I didn't even touch on that. It was like it's such a deep teaching that comes from ancient history. So this place of absolutely we being without mind, but being so embodied and in connection that so many things open up. I mean, vast variety of possibilities of connecting. It's like a unification with another human being that you could never ever imagine about.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the path of ecstasy. And people might be watching thinking, what the hell is ecstasy? And in Tantra, we use techniques, tools like breath work, working with sound, working with movement, different types of touch to help us get into our body. And what happens is this whole world of sensation and pleasure opens up. And one of the experiences that you can have is of ecstasy. And ecstasy is this really like buzzy, high vibrational, ecstatic, oh my God, so much pleasure coursing through my whole body, energy running through my whole body. And it's just there and it's always available to us when we have the right tools. And so on the path of ecstasy, participants, hopefully you, will get to learn all of these tools and then go into these tantric rituals where you get these like sublime experiences of pleasure, of connection, of love, of opening our hearts to other men and really feeling this sense of community, this sense of belonging with other men as we explore our Eros together.
Yeah, it's so true. And this that's true. That's like awakens this true curiosity of what is on the other side of my mind. Like, if I can really allow myself to just be, and that word is often used, but like, what if I'm not my mind? What if I can allow myself to be affected by this person as they touch me? And like, what is possible? What is like that? You speak about that pleasure, like, and I speak about the unification, like you feel like you become one with the other person, and everything that you ever thought about falls away. There's no like tick boxes, what the person needs to be like, what needs to do. You know, you're responsible for your own pleasure, but you're also allowing somebody else in. And that is the most amazing experience that you can ever think of.
Yeah, so, so beautiful. I think the thing I want to leave folks with is why do like a whole week of this? You know, I run evening workshops, weekend workshops. Why commit to a whole week? And for me, having this container of a week with these other men gives you the opportunity to really deepen your connection with this group. You often leave feeling this deep sense of brotherhood. Some of the
Mhm.
closest connections that I've had in my life have been with men who I've met on Tantra retreats because we've been able to go into these incredible experiences of intimacy and eroticism together. And for me, it's been so transformational because I really get to meet places in myself that I simply wouldn't in like a weekend workshop where I go back to the city and go back to my daily life. Having this week long container really allows us to touch on a depth, which is what so many men I know are really like longing to access. They feel that there's more of them that they haven't fully embodied yet. Like I feel there's something missing. I feel life could hold more for me. And this week long container allows us to explore so many themes in connection.
Yeah, true. And it takes time, that's why we take a week. It takes time for us to get to feel safe with somebody else, to kind of breathe together, to resonate together. And the longer we stay together, the more we can allow ourselves to, you know, let it all drop, let it all just, flow over us.
Yes. Yeah, that slowness is so beautiful, that
Yeah,
like slow
absolutely.
opening. And also these moments of hanging out with other guys in the jacuzzi, you know, after we've had this beautiful tantric ritual and sharing meals together and being in this incredible setting in Grand Canaria, I feel adds so much to the experience, that bonding that happens.
Absolutely. And, all being invitational, all being open to be really true with yourself. But I think one thing that always comes back to me is like once we are together, something emerges between us. And that's the sweet spot to discover, like whatever that is. But there's some curiosity always there for me. Like, who is this person? What can we do together? So yeah, I'm really looking forward to be on this journey with you and with whoever signs up with us.
Yes. Well, I hope that you will join us. You will see on our page for the retreat ways that you can contact us if you have questions. We're super happy to have a call and help you feel in more if this is the right space for you. Otherwise, hope to see you at the Path of Ecstasy. Thanks
Yeah,
so
I hope to
much.
see you
Thanks,
there.
Armand.
Thank you.
Ciao. Hello, welcome to the Path of Ecstasy. My name is Jason King. I'm a Tantra teacher in Amsterdam and Berlin. I've been supporting gay, bi, and queer men on their tantric journeys since 2020. And I'm so excited to be offering this treat with my good friend and collaborator, Armand. Armand, do you want to say hi?
Yeah, hello. My name is Armand, and I am been working as intimacy coach and also as a body-centered psychotherapist, and working with men to discover true play and pleasure.
Mm, yummy. So, Path of Ecstasy, people might be asking, what the hell is ecstasy? This is a
Uh-huh.
week-long tantra retreat for men, and we're going to do a lot of different tantric practices, tantric rituals, tantric massages, where these men are going to learn all these different tools, techniques, practices to help get out of their heads and get into their bodies, start feeling more pleasure, more connection, more intimacy, hopefully more depth and meaning, and also ecstasy. Ecstasy is this like buzzy, vibrating feeling that's possible in your body right now with the right tools, where you get to feel so alive. It's like you get high on your sexual energy with all these other amazing men together. And so this is our intention for this week, is that we go on this journey as men, exploring how we connect to one another, exploring our bodies, exploring our eroticism. And through that, we get to unlock these incredibly beautiful tantric experiences. Armand, would
Yeah,
you
and
like to say more?
I'd like to also say, and using an analogy that my amazing tantra teacher used to use, is like the notes of a piano. You have the bass and then you have the upper. There's so many in between. When you touch somebody, there's so many different ways of exploring and touching and feeling that pleasure and playing, and without any goal, just really this place of really being curious. How can I feel my own pleasure, but how can I also give this as a gift to somebody else? And then opening up this connection and unification between us. This we always speak about, oneness with somebody. There's a real opportunity for this discovery on this week journey with us.
So beautiful. This is a week long container, and having that whole week of exploring tantric practice gives us this opportunity to go really deep, to meet really beautifully deep places in us, in these intimate experiences with other men. And what I love so much is what emerges is this real sense of brotherhood. Some of my closest connections have been men I've met on Tantra retreats where we've shared sexual energy, we've shared touch, pleasure, love, really open hearted experiences, and also just sharing meals. Spending time in the jacuzzi together after a beautiful tantric ritual surrounded by these gorgeous hills in Grand Canaria. And I think it's gonna be just an incredibly magical week.
Absolutely. Being completely stripped back from everything, but most importantly, stripped back from your mind, and so being available and open for exploration. That is what I always love about like these long retreats.
Mm. So beautiful. Well, for our viewer at home, you'll see on the page for the retreat ways you can contact us if you have questions. We're very happy to have a call with you. Help tune in if this feels like the right retreat for you. And when you're ready to sign up, we look forward to welcoming you at the Path of Ecstasy.
Absolutely. Look, can't wait.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.